This time of year we have to keep an eye out for our orb weaver spiders. Welcome back to the cottage farmstead. We're on the way back to our urban farm plot. Actually sooner than we anticipated, but the forecast is for a lot of rain or at least pop-up thunder showers in the evenings this coming week, which means when we get off work, we won't be able to go to our farm plot. So we're taking advantage of Monday, even though it's really hot, we're gonna go and sweat in the garden a little while because we're trying to kind of wind down our garden for the summer season. Since we're trying to prepare another plot of land for moving to, getting a house site ready, we just haven't had as much time to devote to our urban farm plot this year, which is fine. It'll take taking a little bit of a break from intensely trying to maximize every square inch this summer. So what we're going to be doing tonight is pulling out our drying beans. We could technically get another harvest off of it if we waited a little bit longer, but since we know in about a month and a half we're going to be all systems go on the new property, we're just going to get them out. We're just going to plant probably next week when our kohlrabi starts are ready, put kohlrabi there, and then once the squash is done, we're going to pull it out next month and just stick garlic in come November. So we're kind of winding down, getting down to just a few crops that overwinter without a lot of paying attention to them and cultivating them a lot, so that we can focus on our new home site, on our new homestead. So we salvaged what we could of the drying beans that were currently dry, and we still have some more on the vine, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut the plants right at the ground level so that they start dying back, and the ones that are on there hopefully will dry for us pretty quickly, and then once they're dry it'll be much easier to pull off the vines from the hog panels. And the reason why we want to do this is you can see how tightly this is wound around there. There's 3 or 4 vines just all wrapped on there. It's very hard when it's green and strong and fibrous to get that off. But if we start letting them dry and they get more brittle, they're much easier to get off. We also have some remnants of the black turtle bush black beans that we have on here. We're just going to rip these out this evening since they are done.
So here's one that has completely dried, and we're hoping that once they all dry, they'll be able to just crumble off like this. And essentially, you don't even have to worry about any waste. It just goes back into the soil. Otherwise, trying to take the green matter, I'll quick show you what that could potentially look like. It's a lot more effort. You could still do it, but like this one here, I can't even do that with my fingers. You'd have to get a knife to take that out. So it's just gonna save a lot of time and effort to wait until it's brittle like that. That way we can clean our trellises and get them sanitized before the next crop season. So just looking at the carrots, it looks like we're keeping moisture level perfectly well, which is quite impressive considering that today was 92 degrees and scorching hot. So this fabric is working really well just to keep that moisture level, and it's nice and cool down there too. And another component of tonight is harvesting some sunflowers. We sell it through a local online farmers market basically, and it's one way that we can monetize something that's just beautiful in terms of the aesthetics it provides for the garden, while at the same time attracting pollinators. And it enables us to make a little bit of money to hopefully cover some of our seed costs. There you go.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
So another way we help fund our homestead and get a little extra cash money that goes towards groceries that we can't grow ourselves is we overplant tomatoes. We know we're not going to eat all the tomatoes that we plant every year. So once we're finished preserving what we need, freezing our diced tomatoes, canning tomato sauce, making tomato powder, then we start selling what we have until the tomato plants die on us. This time of year we have to keep an eye out for our orb weaver spiders. You see the web right here. I don't know where the spider is, but we have seen it. And it's blocking our entire entrance to our tomato tunnel, so we have to kind of work around it because we do want the good guys in our garden. I just don't want them on me.
Well, thank you for joining us this evening. It's pretty incredible to think that the summer 2021 garden is already coming to a close. It was exciting to see what yield is still coming out, but the season is definitely starting to wrap up.
If you want to see our garden start to finish, we do have a playlist that we will link probably right about here so that you can check out our garden throughout the whole growing season from about April onwards. Catch you next time.